What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time to talk about episode 21 of Dragon Ball Super. So this episode of Dragon Ball Super, I really liked this one, actually. I liked the changes, because it's not a shot-for-shot remake of Resurrection F like it was before. And we get some nice changes in this one. I guess there's really no point in summarizing, because it's just Z-Warriors, if you want to call them that. It's a simple way of calling them something, I guess. So Z-Fighters, Frieza's army, battle, that's pretty much the episode. We get to Tagoma at the end, and, there's the changes that I'm going to get into in a second, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, in terms of the differences between this and the movie, we get the explanation as to why Boo's not there. I think this is a funny way of explaining it. It's basically the whole, a bomb could fucking go off, and he's still going to be asleep. So, yeah, I think that's funny. Goten and Trunks are going to show up. I like this because I didn't really think about it in the movie, and I haven't heard a lot of people complain about this, but yeah, they would be able to sense energy when this fighting's going on. I mean, maybe not against Frieza's army because they're pretty weak, but Tagoma shows up, they feel his energy. In the movie, everyone powers up so that Goku can sense it from far away and teleport there. So yeah, you'd think Goten and Trunks would feel that energy and want to show up. The anime is definitely handling that better, so that's good. Plus, with Goten and Trunks on the way to the fight, that's just interesting. We'll get to see Gotenks again, which I do kind of feel like Gotenks is a bit overplayed. I mean, of course, he was introduced in the Buu Saga, that's fine. They fuse in Yosun Goku and his friends return. They fused in the Battle of Gods movie, and they fused in the Battle of Gods arc, so that's like the same thing. But now they're going to show up here and fuse again, and it just seems like it's a bit overplayed, but I guess it is like their main form of combat. I think they even fused in the, it's a totally non-canon thing, but I'm pretty sure they fused in the Toriko Dragon Ball One Piece crossover special. But anyways, whatever. They're going to show up, they're going to fuse based on what happens in the preview, and that's going to be pretty cool, hopefully combat-wise, even if it is a tiny bit overplayed. Other changes, we also get Krillin with the whole, like, I'm scared of Frieza thing. And this actually makes sense. I like this in terms of, like, developing Krillin's character, but I do feel like all the characters being like, oh, hey, have more confidence, you've seen all these amazing fights and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that was necessary. I really don't. I feel like you could have skipped all of that and just had Krillin scared, surrounded by soldiers, they try to fight him, he dodges them, and he's like, oh no, what am I worried about? I can take these guys on. I don't feel that he needed that. If they were going to give him a confidence boost, I don't think it needed to be that kind of confidence boost. It just seemed out of place. It seemed kind of unnecessary. So it's a bit problematic, but I mean, I liked the concept. I'd rather they do what they did than leave it out at all, because I think it is an interesting addition. So yeah, overall, I like it more for its concept rather than its execution, but still it worked. It was just a touch slow, and the speech felt unnecessary from Roshi. That's really my only big issue with this episode, though. I like the fixes to the dialogue where they flat out say, Frieza is like a different person now, he is way stronger. Because in the movie, they were just like, yeah, he's on another level. It was a little, it's a little bit vague, and they're like, he's dangerous, which they say in this too, but the fact that they said he's like a different person now and he's so strong, that feels more definitive. I love seeing a glimpse of his training. We didn't see him actually performing the training, but he was training with Tagoma as basically his fucking punching bag. So Tagoma got a huge power boost out of that as well, which I really like. And he comes in at the end. He shoots down the Red Devil dude who was trying to fight Gohan. Yeah. Gohan's so fucking lame, right? He's just getting bear hugged by this dude and just like a badass, which Gohan is not a badass, by the way, but like a badass, Gohan's just like, I don't like fighting, but you're starting to piss me off, dude, so you need to just like leave or else. That was really cool. And before Gohan gets a chance to do anything, though, he gets blindsided by Tagoma. Tagoma shoots a blast through the devil guy, through Gohan. Loved when Piccolo, in the movie I don't think he had as much concern, but when they're like, his heart's not beating, Piccolo was like, move, and he got over there and he pumped his chest so his heart would start beating again. But just the desperation on his face, and when he approached Gohan and did that, it was just, I really liked that. The movie, maybe it was like that, I don't quite remember, but I liked that, because Piccolo has a lot of concern for Gohan. He's like an uncle or a second father to him. Not a better father, but I'm not going to get into that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the episode. That's pretty much all the changes to talk about, and I really liked this one. The animation was consistent all the way through. The pacing was good in terms of story progression. The fight started. We got a big player taken out. The big red dude was taken out. We got a new player stepping up with Tagoma, who is apparently like above Ginyu Force level, which I don't know if that means above Captain Ginyu. I would assume. And yeah, and we might even see the return of Captain Ginyu because we saw a little Ginyu frog. So yeah, a lot of things were set up at the end of the episode, and like I said, a big chunk of the army was taken out. Character development for Krillin, I guess it's not great, but it's there. Also, Goku and Vegeta's training, they were going to some place. They were sent through like a portal that Whis created. That's interesting. I definitely want to know what's going on there, like where they were sent. If maybe it's some kind of hyperbolic time chamber thing going on. We know from the movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but we know from the movie that Whis has to do with time manipulation a bit. And, I mean, that's pretty much telling you exactly what he can do, but I have to mention it in order to make this next point. And that is that he could be, in some way, responsible for the hyperbolic time chamber's existence. Maybe. That's a stretch. It's a theory, but I thought it was interesting. But yeah, from a technical aspect, the episode was really well done. I liked the content itself. There's that one problem with Krillin. I'm going to give this episode a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Of course, the combat's not as good as the movie. You can't really compare the animation, but yeah. I love that the dude was Zarbon strength, but he was able to beat the shit out of Piccolo. Like, no. So, I mean, he wasn't beating the shit out of Piccolo, but you know what I mean. It didn't make sense. So I'm glad that they did it in this way where Gohan just basically shrugs this guy off. Like, okay, you're squeezing me, but it doesn't mean shit. And then the way Gohan got taken out makes more sense than just getting punched by Frieza. Even though getting punched by Frieza did show Frieza's strength, this was still a good alternative, and he gets right back up with a Senzu Bean anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But really good episode of Dragon Ball Super. Really enjoyed it. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram. I post videos there sometimes, or pictures. Give this video a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.